Everything happened too fast somehow. One moment I was crossing the street, and only a couple of seconds later I sort of sensed a double crack as a truck passed over my body. My whole life appeared as a shortcut in my head. Memories passing memories. I emerged here in the tunnel and awaited what would come next. I knew there was no way back and wondered what lay in store for me. Would it be hell, purgatory, or heaven? I'd expect anything but to look like that. It wouldn't have occurred to me even in my worst nightmares, and then they came for me. What have you done to me? What do I look like? And why am I wrapped up in this sheet?
First, let's clarify our position, shall we? I am your boss, and therefore you're going to call me sir. Second, I'm the one who's talking here. Third, welcome to your new form as an ordinary, and I'm stressing the word ordinary, member of our ghost-catching organization. And if you don't want us to take the sheet away from you, you will fulfill my orders without any discussion.
I was going to ask you for that. I don't consider the sheet joke very funny.
So sheet joke, you say? Sheet joke. Do you know what happens when I take the sheet away? You'll cease to hold together, and the wind will blow you apart in all directions. You'll become a very scattered personality. Is that clear to you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's have a briefing now. Since you don't know and don't need to know any details, I'll make it short. We've recently realized that someone or something is interfering with our ghost-catching organization. Mortals are dying, but their souls never reach the tunnel. Unfortunately, my best ghosts are already busy elsewhere, but this looks like a good task for a greenhorn such as you. My intelligence reports to me that the latest events are related to a certain abandoned factory. What you see here is the entrance to the premises. It is exactly the place we're going to send you to find out what happened there. By the way, while there, you'll probably figure out who was the one so neatly driving you over. There wasn't much left of you. As a ghost, you'll probably be able to make use of diverse skills. You wouldn't get very far in your astral body. You'll be learning them as your experience grows. For the start, I'll give you telekinesis, so you won't lose time by fooling around too long. How it works you can figure out for yourself. This isn't a kindergarten. Everything clear?
Yes, sir.
And don't forget, you can take off your sheet. Your story is over. That's it. The door is over there.
So I've been given my first mission. I didn't have time to look around, and already someone is bossing me. Again. And moreover in such a dishonorable condition that I'll be better off checking their factory thing, so I don't have to think about the absurdity of my existence. Ghost in the sheet. The passage through the pan-dimensional portal is a really interesting experience. It's a pity I didn't have anything like that while still alive. On the other hand, I'd rather choose a different destination. I see that my boss fulfilled his promises. Such generosity, he could have kept it to himself along with his great factory. Aha, let's remember how my boss taught me to survive in the afterlife. By moving the mouse on the afterlife screen, I search for something which attracts my attention. If so, my cursor shape changed, and in the bottom part of the screen a caption appeared, indicating what I'm looking at. Like now, for example, the fence caught my attention. There's also another cursor which indicates that I can leave via that exit. It's supposed to look like this. That's it. If the left mouse button is clicked on something that's attracted my attention, I'll examine it or go that way depending on the type of attraction indicated by the cursor. To be able to exist in the afterlife, I have to use the paranormal skills which I can find here. After the activation of any of these skills, my scary cursor changes and I can use it on anything that's attracted my attention. To discard that skill, I can use the right mouse button. To make the paranormal skill selection faster, I can speed up the process. Well, I think that could be all. And mainly, I'm never supposed to put away my locked. And how am I supposed to get inside? It's a real pity that walking through walls is utter nonsense. First of all, the cover will never make it through, and when I take it off, the wind will blow me all around. I even believe that someone is spreading those lies on purpose. Like that garlic against vampires nonsense. A rusty iron bar. I'd like to smack my boss over the head with it. Impossible. The door is locked and the bar won't smash it. This should give me enough leverage. Done. It looks like a fuse switch. I wonder for what, since it's currently off and the light is still on. Not that it would strain my muscles, but why bother? That's it. The notice board is full of notices and announcements. Let's see what they say. Allow me to invite you all to my birthday lunch. Same time and place as usual. Larissa. The notice board is: if someone take my pencil again, I kick him. Fyodor. The notice: my rat, answering to the name Rat, just disappeared. If you happen to see it, please call me at 314-159-265-358. Thanks a lot. ITA. The notice board: do you wish to find the truth? Would you like to know why they insert a screw in your brain during your birth? Join our forces against the devilish Koipu beast, who manipulates half the human race with its evil thoughts. Our belief will save us. Blessed be the Koipu beast slayer. The notice: starting next week, you need a new code for factory access. The management. The notice board: allow me to invite you all to my Strange. That brick is glowing even when I don't have it under control. Looks like there's some other sinister forces in action here. Oops. Nice. According to the manual, all buttons must be pressed and all lights must be on. If I'm not mistaken, my boss wants me to use this rusted piece of something to get across the chasm. I'd so much like to be mistaken, for once. Interesting broadcasting, like everything else here. And off we go. Looking from up here, I'm not surprised that Hansen jumped off the cable car. It would be interesting to see how I'd be able to glide down on the sheet. But I'm not going to try that, since I haven't a clue how to get back up. What's going on? Aha! I feel that after manipulating that caboodle in the cable car station, I've learned a new skill. I can push something now. Very useful for buttons and doors. Empty and dirty papers. Report about the fire. June 20th, 2006. A strong fire broke out in the factory. During the fire, a part of the fusion unit in Hall B was destroyed. It's necessary to order a new asbestos suit, because part of it was destroyed while quenching the flames. Undersigned, Scott Piper, Technical Department. Where have I seen the employee's number code? This pile of junk can't have been here long. It seems that someone tried to block the bottom part of the case in a big hurry. I have the feeling that I can hear some strange sounds coming from there. Judging by the sound emitted by the green liquid upon impact, it seems to be an acid. I have to be careful with my sheet. A piece of torn sleeve from an asbestos suit. I'll try to put the asbestos sleeve into the pot. That should make an indestructible container out of it. That's it. I have to wait till it fills the pot. I'll try to melt down the junk. It would take a couple of acid pots, though. When you're going to calibrate the gas next time, be so kind as to read a manual. Last time I had to completely repair it after some clever clogs made a hash of it. If you're not able to read or don't understand what's written there, leave it alone and give me a call. The pipes are obviously very clearly marked. Niels.
Hello? Is anybody up there? Hello? Whoever you are, please help me. I'm down here.
So the factory isn't as deserted as it seems. Is there anybody down there?
Finally, someone. Please help me. I'm stuck down here.
Who are you?
In my position, I don't think this is actually the best place for lengthy introductions. But my name is Jacques Dirac, the porter of what remained of Section Omega. And who might you be?
Actually, I'm Ghost in the Sheet.
That's just great. I've been stuck in this hole for 2 days, and the very first living being I encountered is some juvenile idiot. In my situation, do you think I consider such jokes funny?
Alive is a very fragile term, but anyway, probably not. What happened here?
I haven't a clue. I came back after my month's vacation and found the front entrance wide open. I almost had a heart attack. The main duty of every good porter is to guard the entrance to their building with their life. Nonetheless, I entered the building to rightfully tell off the colleague who was on duty, but then I saw it.
What did you see?
The whole factory looked a mess. All the doors were open, and mainly, not a single key was in its place.
I can imagine the horror you experienced. Such a disaster.
Exactly. But that's still not the worst thing.
Let me guess. The broom was misplaced?
Something much, much worse. Sector Omega is haunted.
Really? You mean by something other than ghosts in sheets?
Okay. If you're not interested and only want to make fun of me, I won't tell you a single word.
I'm so sorry. Sometimes I just can't control myself. Please do continue, I really am interested.
Okay, but one more mention of ghosts in the sheet and I won't say another word. I was walking down the silent corridors when I heard some very strange squelching sounds coming from behind me. I turned around and almost froze to death. Something was standing there, chewing on a human bone. I don't want to think about it anymore. I just lost my head and started running, and then I fell into this very hole. Luckily, I got stuck inside. If I'd fallen to the bottom, I'd have been a goner for sure.
Wasn't it just a figment of your imagination?
Excuse me? For my whole life I've been guarding this section, and nothing has ever escaped my attention. I find your doubting my eyesight very offensive.
I am sorry. It's certainly interesting, but not that interesting. What's the purpose of this factory?
Who are you that you question me that way? Are you a spy?
I'm a special agent sent to investigate what's going on in here.
If you're such a special agent, you of course had all the information long before you arrived here.
Well, actually, I'm a bit short on info from their side.
Nonsense. This is reality, and not Metal Gear Solid.
I am Ghost in the Sheet.
Enough!
If you want, I'll pull you up.
Yes, please. I've been waiting here for that for 2 days already. Trust me, I was so relieved when I heard someone coming.
You're almost up.
Ghost in the Sheet?
Calm down and don't twit. Hello? Are you alive? Dirac? Welcome aboard, amigo. No gas flows. door is locked.